Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here with everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the 15th episode of ReLIFE. And it looks like we're going to be heading into the cultural festival. We saw Arata, the boys' representative, and Chizuru volunteered to be the girls' representative. So this should be a fun time with everyone, getting together for this cultural festival, which we see a lot in these types of shows. But with just how much I love these characters, and I love cultural festivals in general in these kinds of anime. I feel like it's going to be even more enjoyable. So yeah, we're going to get into this, see what we got, everyone. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1, play. Everyone's setting up, preparing. Aki's not the one to to smile. That would be me. That would be me. I would not want to be wearing that. But if it's for her, I think they'll both have to withstand it. there's a there's a little smile. Aw, Retta. Come on, getting character. Oh no. She's like, maybe I will take this off. That is true. Most of them, will do whatever if they have the back of their boyfriend, which they should be there for each other, of course. Chizuru! Wow! With the glasses and everything? Okay. Dude, she looks look at Arata. Arata's just like so like, oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. What's wrong? What's wrong? Try to keep composure. Yep. Enjoy it while you can, boy and girl. Arata and Chizuru, both of them. And oh, dude, just we're in such a tough spot right now because like it's still so great, but it's like there's still a lot of both of them holding back. Like there's just so much that's being ah held back, and you hate to see it. It's painful kind of. But yeah, this has been great. Real life has really been fantastic. I've said it before, but I feel like by the end of this, it'll be like one of my favorite like school romances that I've watched, which I haven't watched like a super crazy amount, but I've watched a good amount of like school romances to like get a good idea on the like how they're structured, most of them usually, and which ones can stand out compared to maybe ones that are kind of lack. And real life is definitely one of those um that stands out. I mean, just phenomenal characters. You actually care for their relationship. You want to root for them. Like, yeah, I was rooting for Oga and Rena to finally become a thing, and now they're a thing. And of course Chizu and Arata, but we know what's holding them back right now. And if I could see Anne and Rio become a thing, I don't know. That's probably the least likely to happen. But if that happened too, if all well, one ship already sailed, but if the other two sail, then that's gonna be awesome. Episode 15, Need. Got the boys all in their suits and ties and everything, as we saw. Yep, the girls even as well. Not your prince. Real. Those little subtle like things that Rio will say, and she said like that mature look to him and that mature thing to him. Phrasing is important. Like, if only they knew. Let's face the camera. Come on. I get what he is trying to do here. Yeah, they all fit in, together. Like I think if Arata was going to be in this picture, it would be like, say if Chizuru was in there, then he'd be next to her. But you know, Hodoka with her two childhood buddies, friends, and then Rena and Olga. That makes sense. And look where he headed. But it looks like there hasn't been too big of a too many people coming here, Chizuru. She's gotten better with that. She's gotten better with that though. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Teach my Noah. she's smart. She knows what she's doing. I don't know if it was just actually she was wanting that to happen, like she knows, or if it's just how should I put it? I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I just forgot. Oh, oh, oh shit! That reaction. Ooh, she's just trying to see the kind of reaction or response. Yeah, you're making this man lose full composure. Right, exactly. His heart's right. If we could, get his heartbeat right now, I could only imagine. There he goes, holding back again. Oh, I was wondering what that acronym was. Because they're gonna forget about him. Yeah, it's like a two-sided thing. Just it's sad when you think about it. Having all these great times together, and I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like a photograph like that, like, but still, even though it was fitting, that's just how I thought of it. Like Honoka with her two friends, and then Olga with Rena. So he was kind of like the odd man out there, but also, them forgetting about him too. For sure. Yeah. 100%. There's that again. But she's right, for her to take an interest, even if it's not love, which I think it's love, yeah. But like any interest at all in him, that's definitely a good step forward. I know, yeah. It's playing. I was about to say, like, what is he gonna say to this? Man, I wish my school would have pushed for stuff like this. I don't think they ever came and talked to me, sat me down one on one to talk about anything like this ever. Still can go a long way, just to talk like that, sit down like that, to talk. That sounds like a Rena response. Be yourself. And this is what we've saw with Chizuru and Arata. The advice they've been able to give others and the way they've helped out others is something they did not really do before. So like we've talked about this, a lot of progress being made for the two of them since the beginning of the series, and where we know they were at initially. It's painful just thinking about it. And Chizuru's like, why is he getting like that? She's probably like, what's going on? We already know she has suspicions or questions about him, possibly being a part of the experiment as well. Ooh, no matter what, like prolonging, continuing this life that he has, or There's no way around that from anyone. Every single person. Damn. But I think it's important to take parts of the old him, which he still has, but also these new things that he's took in from this experiment as well. At least that's how I feel. I don't know about that. That sounds like it would be pretty emotional. Cheezer as well, Alba University. Uh, I love that look to her, that like the maid look. That's See, didn't really like notice it, but anybody else, like, would be like, okay, Arata definitely is getting worked up here. He definitely has a thing for her. Like, but you can tell this is kind of like bothering Anne a little bit because she probably wants them to be a thing. Like, it's probably painful for her to watch them, not being able to, you know, come together in like a romantic way because of the experiment, like hindering it. See, but with the two test subjects, even if they remember everyone else, they'll forget each other. That's If the more closer they get, and the more we see that the more painful it's going to be in the end. Damn. Yeah, this was really bugging Anne, and that's sad. That's I would yeah, exactly what I was saying. That's painful and sad. I happened to watch that play out, and knowing that that's what could possibly happen. Aw. And that's awesome seeing like how much she actually does care about the two of them though. Like they've become attached to these characters as well, like Rio and Anne. I mean, yeah, we could tell that. See, Chizu and Arata are thinking the same exact thing, like almost word for word. I just like not being able to act on your feelings. Like, ah, that's called love. That's called love. That's called caring about someone so much, you know. Is there more to it? Ah, don't do, don't do, don't do, don't do. It's hard to fight against and go against your heart. Your heart's telling you something. So what? They'll be like replaced somehow. A different division takes care of that, like the photo. You teases. Come on. Got another photograph about to be taken here as well. There has to be some way around it, or some chance, or some loophole, or something. Even if that's all I ever become for them. Even if I only become an unexplained ghost in the photo. Just somehow, in some way. You know, ah, look, they're looking at each other in the picture. Ah, wow. Damn. Wow. That's crazy. That was beautiful. Once again, man. I figured the cultural festival would be awesome. I mean, it wasn't like they didn't go super into like any events or anything like that, but it still had that feeling to it. Um, but just everyone being together. I love this cast so much. When they're together, all of them, and this was no exception. It was great. But then also like just continuing on the Chizu and Arata, what's holding them back right now. Um, and I mean, just thinking like the others possibly forgetting about them. Them not thinking that maybe there's a chance, maybe there's a possibility that at least there'll be something there. You know, this is Yui. Oh, yeah, isn't Yui? Yui sings the first Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood opening, right? I think. Yeah, I love her. Love her vocals. Um, so yeah, next episode we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, tremendous episode. Still we have this whole thing going on that's just lingering, kind of over them, like with the whole memory thing and them being forgotten and them, but with even with that, and this kind of is related, like seeing Anne, just how much she cares about these two and thinking about like, should we really let them get closer? Like, is this really okay? I like what they did with Anne in this episode as well. Um, but and another thing that we heard in this episode is like, if the two, and this was what Anne was going into as well. If the two of them, become a thing, and then after the experiment is over, they're not gonna remember each other at all. So that's gonna be so painful. But I hope there's some kind of like loophole or something that after this experiment is over, if they do become a thing, like an actual couple by the end of this, then that they somehow remember each other, or at least something. Like that would be ideal. And I hope they don't like leave us, for total like heartbreak. But um, not even just them two, but all the students as well. Like I hope there's something, like Arata. Like I'm kind of hoping like him, like there's like just some like little fragment or something that they can semi remember him by, even if it's not by name, even if it was just like, wait, who is this or who was this, then that would be fine with him. And it's sad. It's sad. It is. Um, but yeah, this is another great episode. Let me know what you all thought of this one. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, we have 2 more episodes to go until episode 16. Peace out, everyone.